in New York. Hello, y'all. It's Dr. Ali, your favorite sales coach, business coach, retreat coach, fun coach, communication strategist that loves to help those to really work on your mindset, your ability to self motivate, and then your ability to grow in your life and in your business. So, I'm going to share about 3 things to do when you're bored. And I wasn't bored today, but I was taking it easy today. But before I spent the entire day in bed, I decided to take a pause and come out and take a walk. So as I was thinking about what I'm going to go live on today and what topic I was going to kind of go around, I was searching in my head, okay, what do you want me to speak about and what do you want me to help the people out? And the topic is what to do when you're bored. So a lot of people have different things that they love to do. I'm going to say cater it around what it is that you like for yourself. One of the things that I like to do for myself is take a walk, right? Get myself out of the regular flow of things, get myself out of the regular movement of things and change the environment. So sometimes you got to get up and change your environment. And when you're staying stuck in the same environment, especially when you're feeling kind of down, you're feeling kind of low, you're just feeling like if you don't even feel have the mental energy or the physical energy to move, get up and take a walk. Can't walk, get up and move and change your environment, change from room to room, change from one environment to another environment. It just makes you feel like if some sort of physical movement have happened and some sort of mental movement start to go right behind it. So definitely walking is my thing. I literally just did a live on this and spoke about why I do walking. Walking is good for your health. Walking is also great to just spend some time by yourself. Sometimes I do it with my son, who might be here or might not. I don't know. And then sometimes I do it by myself. And I like to do a lot of breath control and breathing while I'm walking. So the second thing to do when you're bored is learn how to really take time out to count your breaths and like really deep breaths in. You can regulate it and count it in, hold it for a certain number, and release it for a certain number. 444, four count of bringing it in, 4 count of holding it, 4 count of releasing it. But the goal is to learn how to appreciate breath. Absolutely. Hey, Brandon. Thanks for passing through. Got your shout out. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you tell me at least one fun thing that you like to do when you're bored. Please keep it within rated. I appreciate it for the audience. But do you like to take walks? And I know it's hard because young people these days don't like to walk. Hey, Paul, I see you coming in. Do you like to breathe? And I'm not talking about the regular breathe, but intentional breathing. Taking time out to count your breaths, even if it's like 20. So at this moment, I'm feeling kind of bored. I don't know what to do. I'm either going to go and walk. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot, Brandon. I'm feeling kind of bored, so I'm either going to walk or I'm going to take some time out just to catch some breath and just fine tune my breath and connect with myself through breath. And I think a lot of us through time have just released and not even thought about the importance of just tapping it back to yourself or just breathing and having fun with it, right? So you can YouTube different types of breath methods. It's windy here all of a sudden. Let me see if I turn around if it's gonna be all right. It's a little less windy. A lot of people have used Google or YouTube and see different type of breath exercises that you can do, and it can be actually quite fun. And I know it sounds weird. Have you ever tried you just doing different type of breath supports and breath practices and breath exercises? And it's actually pretty fun because you're like, I don't actually have to move. I don't have to change where I'm at. I'm actually doing something that I normally do. It doesn't require that much change out of me, but you'll begin to see some changes within your body. You begin to see some changes within yourself when you actually just practice doing breath support and breath exercises. So I gave you 2 so far. Going out and take a walk if you're bored, right? Changing the environment. Make sure you change the environment like I did. I'm outside. Just go outside. Or if you can't go outside, go from one room to the other room. Second thing is do a lot of breath exercises, breath work, tapping into your own breath. And the last thing I want to give you is write. You know, good old writing. And if you're not a writer, here's another thing that I like to do, especially for my authors, is I would record something, right? I would speak it. So if if I don't feel like writing, so writing is one thing for those who love to write, and if you love to write, just write in the chat. I love to write. But if you're not a person who's not into writing like me, sometimes I would write to transcribe. I mean, speak to transcribe. So I would speak it, tell a story, a fun story. Use your imagination in the story. And in the same space of recording it and getting it transcribed, you're now getting ready to prepare yourself for either writing a book, writing a piece of material, literary material. You could use it for social media, you could use it for whatever you want to do it. But it's a space to just get your insightful thoughts out. And you can get your inside thoughts through writing. You can get your inside thoughts through just speaking and getting it transcribed and just going back over and reading it, processing it, thinking about if you want to use it to make a book. Hey, Mama, I see you. Yes, I got up and I left the house. I decided I had to come out and get some air because I needed to change my environment. Even if changing my environment just looked like coming to the park and just coming right around, the whole goal was just to change it. Um, and then I thought about sharing this message for a weekend for those of you. I'm bored. I'm bored. And I tell my son this all the time because that's his favorite thing, teenagers. I'm bored. I'm like, come on, get up. Go take a walk. Come on, get up. Go take a walk. Get out the house. Go take a walk. Because everything we think is always go in a car, go drive, go do something super big. And sometimes it's just taking a walk. And once again, for those of you who cannot walk the distances, then change the environment. Go from upstairs to downstairs. Go from one room to the other room. And time yourself. So it's not that you're going from one room just once, but say, okay, maybe every half an hour or every hour, I'm going to get up and just change rooms. Right? So it changes the monotony of your day. It changes the flow of your day. The second tip I gave was regulate your breath. Use some breath work. Take some time to breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Release, right? Use some time to do it for 20 seconds. Give yourself 20. I'm going to do 20 at this moment. So you're doing all the things. You're watching TV. You're like, I'm bored. Take a few moments. You could do it as meditation, or you could just do it as your own breath work. If you want to study some other fun type of breath control, you could look up in YouTube, or you could look up in, all the different sources of different types of breath work techniques that you can use just to change the monotony of your day. It doesn't require any money. You don't got to go spend your money on it. It's just literally doing what you already have. And the last part for my writers out there, gather a journal if you need access. I have a mompreneur's journal available. I also have my life biz planner available, my launch the legacy journal available. My mama got a 30-day journal, one day at a time. Use your journals to just write it out, turn off the TV, sit down and do what you used to do back in the old days, is pen to paper and write it out. And if you're just not in that writing moment, take up your phone, create a video, talking your story out, using your imagination. Take that video, get it transcribed, and then you can turn that into a literary piece. If you do enough of those, you can actually turn all of those thoughts into a book and later on publish it and monetize it. And since we're talking about monetizing, let's talk about our masterclass 2-day challenge I'm going to be doing next week. It's going to be from next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, which is March 25th and 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I'm going to be sharing some strategies on how to monetize your expertise, just things that we normally do, your skills that you have, and how you can take simple things and monetize it. I'll share some of those 3 things that I just shared and how you can take those and monetize it. So now it just goes from you taking a walk to producing something that you can monetize, dealing with walks, you breathing, to producing something that you can monetize if you're really great at breath work, or you writing and then monetizing it if you love writing and getting your thoughts out, and now getting a group together just to sit down and write their thoughts. I think we complicate a lot of things, and I think this is the time we have to stop complicating it and keeping it simple. So I hope you got the 10 tips. Things to do when you're bored. You gotta find more things to do when you're bored. And it's a beautiful day where I'm at. So let me show you a quick little view of what I'm looking at. Just literally at the park, spending. Oh, you're gonna join me from Aruba on Wednesday? So you'll be here Tuesday, so you can join me. Thank you. I'm just taking a moment out just to look at the little girl around the park. Show you in the back of the his kids' faces, but everyone's out. They got the kids out. I think I lost Zachary. He probably came, did his lap already, and left. My son, he's about his business. But most importantly, and the funny part was, I actually started by telling him to take a walk because I saw him getting a little anxious and just started, you could just see when he's getting stir crazy being inside the house. And I always tell him, and it's a beautiful day outside, so I'll say, hey, we'll take a walk. Now, you went to the store earlier, so I appreciated that. Sometimes go take a walk around the park, go get close to greenery, go get place to next to people who are enjoying life, which you'll usually find at a park. People are usually in higher vibrations at a park, so go take a walk around the park. And then he turned around and he said, Mom, you go take a walk. You want to come walk? And I'm like, I was laying in my bed. I was like, all right, that's a good idea. I'll go walk. So it then turned into a project. All right. Have an amazing day. Go out there, be great. And there are 3 cool things to do if you're bored. Hope you catch us for some more.